Hi there. I'm a realtor. I'm not the one that has it listed. Well, I'm Bob Giltman. I'm with Sailaway.
I've heard of Sailaway.
Up there in Kingston.
Yeah.
Well, just tell me what you know about it.
Well, I've been here 40 years. I've seen everything that's gone on. You built it the same year I built mine in '87. So they were completed that. Now the dock's about 20 years old. He built it about the same time I was building on to mine. So it's about 20 years old. And of course the 850. Do you know where?
750?
I mean the 750. You know where it is?
I would say we're getting right at it. Hang on
Well,
one second. Let me show you this here. The way to spot that, if you go off these roof lines, the gutter line, if you go right like that, see how that house is right at it? It's right at it. And that house might be able to come out here just a little bit further, this house, but not much.
yeah, I can show you what I know about the 750.
Now, what is that your building there, the garage?
No, that belongs to a guy by the name of Chris Taylor. He lives in Knoxville.
Wasn't that built as part of this house?
No, the man, Harvey called the house that built this house. He wanted those two lots, that one, the big houses, White House is on, and that, and there were 3 lots here together. And he couldn't get them until about 15, 20 years later after he built. He finally did manage. Somebody in Illinois, I believe, owned them, the same one in Illinois owned their place. But he couldn't get them. Later, he did get them. And that garage is not very old, maybe 10 years old, something like that. I don't know if you know the story, but anyway, the son, that's Harvey Jr., Culverhouse in that big White House. And he couldn't pay for that house. He got it built, and he owed $50,000 on it to the contractor. Well, Harvey didn't want to see him lose his place. So he said, I'll take out, this is after Harvey Sr. had bought this lot with a garage on it. So he told his son, he said, I'll take out a mortgage for, well, he went to see the contractor, and Harvey Sr. did, and said, I'll give you $30,000 to settle this right now. And so the contractor didn't want to, but he said, I may not get anything or take you to court or whatever. He's getting ready to take Harvey Jr. to court. But the contractor said, all right, I'll take the $30,000. Well, in order to get to $30,000, Harvey Sr. had to get a mortgage on this lot. Well, come to find out, Harvey Jr. couldn't even pay that $30,000 off, so they lost it. It went to auction. Anyway, Chris Ayler worked at the bank that had the mortgage on the lot. Anyway, I don't think this had anything to do with it. I think Chris was honest. He didn't get it because he worked for the bank, and the bank's the one that held the auction. But anyway, he got it for $21,500. And I got to know Chris pretty well, and he tells me that he'll sell it for $65,000. But he's going to make a mint, but I don't blame him.
He's not waterfront though, is he?
No, but he thought he was when he bought that.
Yeah, he's not.
But he thought he was. But I told him, I said, Chris, you better call TVA. I said, don't take the word at the courthouse because, the ones that know is TVA. I said, you find out. And he still thought he did. He thought he had this little right below my storage building. Now he thought he had about
See, that was giving him shoreline rights. You got to have at least 50 feet.
And he doesn't. And I told him, but he thought he did, and he was really sick over it because he only bought it because he thought he had water.
Really? It's not worth $65,000. It's about worth what he paid for it.
Yeah, that's because of where it is.
And he has no shoreline rights, so it's basically a half-acre lot in the county.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
You're close to boat ramps and stuff. But what happened to these folks? How'd they lose this one?
Harvey Senior, his wife died before he did, and he was 80, about 83 when he died. He had a reverse mortgage on it,
Oh.
and he fell and hit his head helping somebody on the boat dock, and he died. And then, of course, it went to the one that had.
Yeah.
But he lost it that way. The kids tried to buy it. There's several of these kids, Harvey Jr. and maybe 3 others. They're half brothers and sisters, some of them. But anyway, they offered. He says, Harvey Jr. tells me they offered the mortgage company that owned it. After with the reverse mortgage on it, he said they offered them. I think it's 400,000 something on it, and it wasn't worth that. But he said that about it. I don't know whether to believe him or not, but anyway. And he said, they said, no, that's not enough. So they did start out. The bank that had reverse mortgage started out at about 4 something.
Oh, I know they did.
Of course, they had to keep coming down. What is it, 347 now?
Something like that, yeah.
The last ones I talked to is down to 347, but I
You
don't
know anything negative about the house?
anything what?
Negative? And I won't tell anybody.
I came in here fishing. I fished a lot, and I came in. It was in January, I believe, of the first year that it had gone for sale. And there was a water line broke down here, frozen dust. When I came in late that evening, and water ran there. I don't know how long it'd been running. But one concern I'd have is the water pipes may be burst under the house, because they never even cut that water off at the meter, and it could have run for days under that house and everything. But anyway, I called some of the Cova houses. It wasn't Harvey Jr., but it was one living in Florida, and I said, you need to get something done to get that water cut off. We don't know where it's leaking besides down here at the lake. But anyway, I'd check that. And the roof's leaking. Down the chimney. It's leaking. And that's the only 2 real negative things I think. I don't believe it mildew did it.
I haven't seen
Mold
any,
inside.
I don't know what happened here. I got an appointment, and another realtor's in there. She got an appointment the same time I did.
Yeah.
Has there been a lot of people looking at it?
Oh yeah, it's been looked at. I mean, by water and by land.
Yeah.
They had people come through. Yeah. But it's been looked at a lot. But
What was your name again?
Redmond, Herb Redmond. And I've been here 40 years, so I've seen all this stuff happen. And I'd like to get some good neighbors.
You don't know Ralph Redmond, do you?
I had a Ralph Redmond, but he's been dead a while.
He worked at PI?
No, this one worked at Oak Ridge at the plant.
Oh,
But he was Ralph Redmond. There's not many Redmonds around,
Well, this guy he's dead too. He had red hair, not much, and he was cross-eyed. he worked for plastic industry, real nice dog.
Yeah. I know there's some Redmonds around down in here. You see that ribbon around that tree? If I'm not mistaken, that's the 750.
That would be real close.
Well, let's see. Maybe that's
If that's 750 though, you'd be below the 750.
Yeah, that's. I don't build above 750.
I'd say it's 750 about where you're standing.
Well, it might be. My house would be. See, I had to build behind the 750. You're right. It's probably. It might even be down further because there was a marker over there at one time. And that's a little higher though in there. Maybe than this right here. You're right. It's somewhere I'd say right in here.
Yeah.
Because I had to be behind it. So, yeah, you could tell them it's somewhere right in this area right here, I would think. But the thing about this is, but another thing about my driveway, it runs all the way, it comes all the way out through here. It ends somewhere right in here, I think the surveyor said. And you can see it on the map. It was made to come all the way in here and give everybody in here access to this little place here. You could put a boat ramp. It actually on the map, first map, it showed a boat ramp in here,
No kidding.
and it was for all of these places here.
But nobody's ever used it.
Nobody ever did it, but it would still be possible to do it. But you have to get everybody in here to agree to it.
Right.
If one person's against it, you can't do anything with it.
I want to tell you something. If that would be approved by TVA, they would have never approved that dock.
I don't think they would either.
TVA's not going to approve that.
No,
boat
they
right
wouldn't
now.
let a ramp be right next to that dock. So
They might for this property,
yeah.
but not as a community thing.
No, and I asked TVA lady about it because I was concerned they could stop my driveway, you know, somebody could. So I said,
Was that Janet?
yeah,
Gut? Oh my!
that was her, yeah.
I'd rather be beat with a stick than talk to her. You know, some of those guys are wonderful, but Janet, I refer to people like that as a fart in a mitten. They don't stink till you have to get close to
Yeah,
them.
to you. But anyway, I dealt with her quite a bit over this, and I thought Chris up here, that's when he was talking to her about, you know, having access down here, and he was going to put a dock right there where that where that motor is on that boat.
Right.
And of course, she said that's too cramped in there; they're too close. She said, besides, you'd have to get everybody in there to approve it.
Yeah.
Everyone that owns a lot here.
They're not going to do that.
And I said, well, I know one that probably wouldn't vote for it because it's awful close to my dock.
You know, one day I was talking to her and I said, Janet, you're going to have to stop talking to me like I'm the enemy.
Yeah, she did. She talked to you. Everybody was her enemy.
I said, I have no tolerance for this at all. And if you don't quit talking to me like I'm your enemy, I'm going to call your supervisor and raise hell. I said, I don't care if it does mess me up talking to you. You're not going to talk to me like that anymore. Then from then on, she
She
talked
was
to me.
nice, huh?
Yeah, I'm not.
After that.
You know, when you get this age, you talk to me like I'm a piece of dog shit. You know,
Yeah, she was kind of that way, and I got that attitude out of her too. She'd been there so long, she just thought she could say whatever she wanted to. I believe, you know. and
I
nobody
think
say-
it was. I don't know what it was. It was awful.
Yeah,
But
she
you know,
wouldn't
the ones that are there now, Ken White, he's fabulous. I know them all.
You've dealt with all of them because of this lake problem.
Well, I've been doing it 17 years.
Oh, you've been in this sail away. You've been
Yeah,
in
you know, I tell a lot of people, between my son and I, we peed off almost every foot of shoreline. Hey, it was good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Let
Thanks
me
for
show you
taking
this
the time.
marker right.
Okay.
Of course, you know that this is an awful narrow lot here. This actually one of these TV dishes is on this lot.
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah. That TV satellite dish.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I'm thinking.
That's about on the line.
Yeah.
Right here's the line.
Well, look. Right there's the marker.
Yeah, that's my line.
I bet that's a 750.
Well, it may be.
It's probably curving like
very
that.
well could be because the line goes around this way to 750.
Yeah, I
goes
can
out
see it.
there,
Yeah.
And it does, it curves. I bet you're right. I believe that. See, that's my 750 mark. And that's, you're right. That's probably about where it runs straight across this lot here. But here's the roof.
Oh, okay. So this guy that's got this lot
He
has
owns
some
the
years
right
of
here.
age. Well, right across here.
He would have if it wasn't for this right of way. See, this right
Yeah.
of way blocked him. He would have had that lake access if they hadn't been this right of way here.
Wow.
It cut him off because it's on the map, and that Janet told me, she said there's no way that he'll have lake access because that blocks even Harvey Jr. and the rest of these lots. They don't have any either because of this right of way. But anyway, if they ask you, here's Chris's line. So he comes way up here. This is actually a pretty big lot. It's about an acre lot.
Wow.
It runs all the way over.
What is it? Survey mark right there?
Yeah, that's another one that goes with Chris's lot here.
Yeah, he must have had it surveyed.
Yeah, he did. He had to have it surveyed.
How long ago did he get it?
How long ago? Just a year and a half. Been a year and a half. Yeah.
Well, I better get up here and film the rest of the house. Thank you for your time. I'll tell the people I'm trying to sell it to that you said you'd rake their leaves as long as they were here. Yeah, that's right.